What's going on, everyone? My name is Walkerman, and today we are going to be looking at what I believe is the top 5 tips and tricks for Cult of the Lamb. You will, of course, have your obvious tutorial-based stuff like how to attack, how to roll, how to make food, etc. But what I'm going to show you is some less known stuff that I wish I knew when I first started, which would definitely help you when you go to build your cult following, build up your cult, raise havoc, and just have a good time. Tip number 1, keep your cult clean. I bet you're thinking, hey, I'm starting a cult of loyal followers who'll basically do whatever I want. There is no one have to clean up after others. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Just like you and me, you're going to feed these damn things, you're going to feed these followers, and they are going to poop. They're going to poop non-stop like actual machines, and you're going to have to pick up their poop. That's right. The cult followers which follow you, which worship you and your cult, you're going to have to pick up their poop. But not only that, you're going to also have to pick up their vomit. So that's a thing. You'll have this little gauge up the top as well, which basically shows if someone's getting sick. So if you don't pick up the poop pretty much ASAP, you don't pick up the mess as soon as possible, keep your cult clean, other people will get sick. They'll see it. It's like one of those situations where someone's vomited, someone's been sick, they've seen it, then they're sick, and it's a big chain reaction. So you gotta clean that up ASAP. You gotta get onto it as soon as possible. Tip number 2, plan your day. There is day and night cycles in Cult of the Lamb, so you need to plan your day accordingly. You know, wake up in the morning, sun is shining. You're going, giving everyone high fives, making sure that they're kind of worshiping you a little bit, give them some praise, make sure there's no poop on the ground, there's no puke, make sure everyone's fed. Just a normal day-to-day kind of, I need to home maintenance my cult. Then you also need to make sure you perform your sermons and your rituals during the day as well. This is super important. Super important, because there's one thing that your cult followers really hate, and it is being woken up. They are like teenage kids that just like do not want to get out of bed. So do not do anything in the night regarding your followers. It will ruin your faith. It will make it go down the drain. Try to avoid it as much as you can. I thought it'd be a fantastic idea to sacrifice one of my loyal followers during the night, because obviously, you know, you're thinking, who's gonna sacrifice someone in broad daylight? Well, apparently that's what is required. So if you can, sacrifice them in the daylight. You know, do your rituals in the daylight, do your sermons in the daylight. Do not wake them up. Plan your day and, you know, maybe go on a crusade at night. Maybe meditate. You can hold the triangle button or the Y button at the top of your controller to meditate and make the time go faster if you do want to skip night entirely. Tip number 3. As you may have heard when I just said before, sacrifices can happen. Do not get attached. Do not get attached to your followers. There is a very, very strong chance they're not going to be there forever. Followers are very expendable. As I mentioned before, you are able to sacrifice the followers, and it can help out the cult leader. It can help you. It makes you stronger, builds the cult up, get rid of the weakest link. As harsh as that sounds. So if you do have the extension to add in your Twitch followers, for example, make sure they are aware that they may be sacrificed for the greater good. It does happen. It does happen. That being said, they can also die of other causes. They can die of old age. They can die of sickness. They can die of going on a mission and just not coming back, making your best friend. You're only setting yourself up for pain, okay? You're only setting yourself up for pain. That being said, if you do need to sacrifice someone, hey, if someone's of old age and they're about to die anyway, I'm just saying. Tip number 4, do not stress about faith too much. Obviously, you have this cult going, you want to have people faithful. You want to have everything happening according to what you're saying. You want them to believe. You want them to really believe. But as you may notice as you go through the game, there will be quests which require you to do some not so good things. Requests from your cult followers. Now, when you decline a quest or when you fail a quest, you will lose a considerable amount of faith, pretty much from the get-go. Pretty much straight away. So you have a cult follower that says, hey, can you kill cult follower B? Or, hey, can you feed this guy a bowl full of poop? which has happened, which I have unfortunately fed to one of my followers. You will lose faith if you do not complete it. Generally speaking, you are able to get that up pretty quickly. Do not stress, do not panic. You may have someone who starts talking bad about the cult, starts saying how much we're a phony, that we're not believing, etc. But hey, you can make a prison. And hey, as you saw in the last tip, accidents happen. Take that what you will. Accidents might happen. But in the daylight, remember, in the daylight, accidents happen in the daylight. And my last tip, especially when you're starting off, talk to your followers. You can give them praise at the start of the day. It builds up their level, brings up their loyalty, gives you more faith, gives you more devotion. It is something I highly recommend. It takes 2 seconds and it goes so far. So go around, give them high fives, give them some gifts if you have them. Make sure they don't have any quests, give them their food. Just go around, talk to all your followers, and then go about and do your day after that. But anyway, guys, that's my quick 5 tips for starting off in the Cult of the Lamb that you may not get through a tutorial. So go and start your cult. Go and have fun. Go and have fun. If you did like this video or did find it helpful, please make sure you like it down below. Put down in the comments what you've named your cult. I want to hear it. I want to hear the best heckin' names we have. And feel free to subscribe as well. We do lots of indie horror content. We love indie horror so much. You will be seeing more. If you like it here,